Could Saleh be Kyle's replacement? If Robert Saleh returns as defensive coordinator and the 49ers still fall short due to Kyle Shanahan's leadership, could Saleh step in as his successor? Is Kyle inadvertently hiring the person who could replace him? And what would that mean for the team's future? Is it a Trojan horse, Grant? Let me know.
It's possible. I have all the respect in the world for Saleh. I think he's a legit leader. I think he's great schematically. But the thing with Saleh, I just don't feel like he's ever had a good answer for who is your offensive coordinator. And so if the 49ers were to fire Kyle at next year and bring in Saleh to replace him, who would be his offensive coordinator? It would probably be someone from the Kyle Shanahan tree. It's like, is that an upgrade? That's my only thing. Like, I love Robert Saleh, man. I love him. But that thing right there gives me pause from this whole thing. And if the Niners were to move on from Kyle Shanahan, you might need to go in a different direction. Like a different direction. But I don't know. Wait, you tell me on Robert Saleh.
All right, this is the thing. You're not just bringing back Robert Saleh for the defense. You're bringing Robert Saleh back for the culture. You're bringing Robert Saleh back for the spirit of your team. Let's be honest here, all right? Robert Saleh just was not a coach on this team where he just X and O'd it up, did his job, and the team just responded. No, Robert Saleh was the team's mascot in a sense, right? He was actually like their. Come on, man! And one of the biggest things is that what we recognized is that while Kyle was in his play sheet handling the game as an offensive coordinator, it was Robert Saleh who was galvanizing the sidelines on both sides of the ball. Okay, so. One thing about bringing back Robert Saleh is that there's a couple of things that I wanted to cover. One, he'll probably be the first coach that Kyle Shanahan hires that is impenetrable to being scapegoated. He can't get scapegoated. All right. Number one, Kyle, you're the guy who signed him for all of that money and brought him in. So basically, it's your responsibility. So if he fails, people will look at Kyle and say, all right, well, how bad can he be if you're the one who brought him back? And, if my memory serves me correctly, this was almost like a can't miss hire for you, all right, where you put all of your eggs in a basket. It's almost like Kyle is almost showing us how good he thinks Robert Saleh is by the fact that he's not looking for anybody else. He's literally just waiting on him, all right? So that's one. Two, how in the world, even if we go to the playoffs, right? Let's say we go to the playoffs and the defense goes back to form. Now the fans are definitely going to look at the offense if they don't perform, because if the defense bounces back and we go into the playoffs and say get bounced in the divisional route or even in the NFC Championship game, now no fans are going to turn their ire on Robert Saleh, who actually came back, brought us to form, put the spirit back into the team, gave the guys somebody to truly follow when he leads, and then ignore the offense once again. One of the only reasons why Kyle was able to get away from the years that he lost when Robert Saleh was here is because Robert Saleh was already gone to go get a head coaching job. So so there was no scapegoat. It was already we lost. Let's lick our wounds. Let's find somebody else that we could step in. D'Amico's going to be a good replacement. It's not going to go that way this time, especially if they lose, bro. It's going to be on the offense. And I'm going to tell you, the natural lateral move would be Robert Saleh. The lateral move. On top of the fact that with Robert Saleh there, the defense doesn't change, right? It stays in a wide nine, and you can keep the offense. It's already in the building. One of the biggest things about the organization is that they're going to be sold on Brock by that time. He's going to be paid. So the last thing they're going to do is move on from Brock and the offense that he's used to. So who gets fired first? The $60 million man quarterback or the head coach? It's the head coach, man. So I'm going to tell you, I really believe that Kyle could be signing his successor if Robert Saleh does take the DC job.
Possible.